you so much, Derek, from Mayday Parade, for sitting down with Amped Magazine today, right before your last show in the UK with All Time Low.
Yeah.
How's it been touring?
Oh, it's been great. We did a tour with All Time Low in the States a few months ago and then had a little bit of time off. So we're just kind of like right back into the flow of it. We've been touring with All Time Low since 2007, almost 20 years, and we love those guys to death. So it's great. It's been a lot of fun. And these shows are insane. Like tonight here at the O2, 20,000 people. I mean, that's just wild. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You always get quite a lot of like good reception from UK fans.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think has really helped like make that bond a little bit stronger between like being an American band when you come over here and having such a warm welcome, should I say?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've been coming over here for a long time. The first time we came to the UK was in 2007, just doing like the small little clubs and rooms and going out and meeting people and hanging out afterwards and coming back and doing that for almost 20 years just feels like there's just great connection. And I've always kind of appreciated that. It seems like, especially like early on, it felt like we would come over here and the audiences are, they're less like worried about, like I guess in the States a lot of times if it feels like if someone doesn't know your band, they're not really, they're going to kind of just stand there and stare at you. And it always felt like if you were playing a big festival or something over here where people didn't know who you were, they still would jump around and move around and have a good time, and I don't know. It's hard to say what it is, but it's just, we're grateful for it.
I was fortunate enough to speak to Alex and Jeremy during when we were young festival, which feels like a lifetime ago, but it was only 3 months ago.
Yeah.
We got to talking about the EPs, Sweet and Sad.
Yeah. They
told us that we got a third one coming.
That's right.
What made you guys not do an album this time? What made you do like the 3 EPs?
Yeah, it just kind of came together. We were actually in the studio recording what ended up being Sweet, part 1. And the thought at that time was that we were going to record kind of half of an album and then go back and record the second half of an album. But we sort of realized, while we were doing that this would all be coming out in 2025, which was our 20-year anniversary as a band. I feel like that really snuck up on us. So we kind of just started asking ourselves, maybe we should do something, bigger or more grand than we've ever done before, and sort of brainstorming what that might be, and just kind of landed on the trilogy, the 3-part release, and just felt like that was a substantial amount of music, even though it didn't all come out. Parts 1 and 2 came out in 2025, and then part 3 will come out this year. Feels like a bit more ambitious than anything we've done before, and it was like if not now, then when? After 20 years of doing this, feels like the right time to take a bigger swing like that.
How have you found the fans and the audience have received the first 2 parts specifically?
Yeah, I think it's been really great. I feel like it always takes a little time to kind of know for sure where releases stand on people's lists and all that, but it's been really great so far. It streams well and the songs feel good to play live, and I don't know, that's about all you can go off of, I guess, at this point. But we're very happy with it.
I've noticed that you've been very carefully calling it Part 3. Does it have a name? Have we got the name, or is we still brainstorming?
We do have the name. The name was actually decided from the beginning, and originally we were gonna save it, but it's been leaked and it's been out there, so I'll just tell you, it's Sugar. The whole thing is Sweet Sad Sugar. So Part 3, Sugar, will release this year. We don't know exactly when yet, but we'll probably start getting into all that pretty soon. Yeah.
Are you as excited as they are? Because they said that they think Part 3 might be the best of the whole 3, and I was like, well, of course, because you've left it to last. That's why it would be the best, wouldn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Actually, yeah, I think I might agree. I mean, it's difficult to say for sure, but I think it might be the strongest in my opinion, and which was kind of surprising because going into it, I was a little nervous. Whenever we went into the studio to record Part 3, it was like, I don't know if we've got a lot of ideas left on the table right now, but there were a lot of, last minute ideas that came in and things that we worked on in the studio, and some really strong songs that came through. So yeah, I'm very excited about it.
Is your favorite song going to be on part 3, or is your favorite song already out? Or are you just going to wait and let the project ruminate before you make that decision?
It might be. I think thus far, excuse me. I think thus far, By the Way, has been my favorite song of the ones that we've released. But there's a couple on Sugar that I think are up there as well. So we'll have to kind of give it some time, I guess. Yeah.
I kind of touched on this with Jeremy and Alex. We talked a lot about the resurgence of like pop punk emo. Mm-hmm. How have you felt that resurgence in the last couple of years, and how have you felt Mayday have like kind of rode the wave a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's really an incredible thing. It's an amazing thing. I mean, we started this band in 2005, which felt like that was kind of in the middle of this wave of this type of music, and then felt like it kind of tapered off a little bit, and then now has sort of swung back up. And to just, be around through all of that and to be a part of it, and, to be here in London tonight with 20,000 people coming out to see, emo, pop punk, whatever you want to call it, bands, I feel like says a whole lot about, at the time, I feel like, it's sort of kind of a joke now of like, that's not a phase kind of thing, but I feel like it really is meaningful. It feels like, what we were a part of. I started listening to this kind of music when I was 14, 15 years old in high school, and it feels like it was a meaningful movement, that now this far later, people still have that attachment to those songs and those bands, and there's just something really powerful about that. So we're very grateful to be a part of it.
And my final question to you is, I know that we have Sugar coming out later this year. Is there anything else we should expect from Mayday in the future?
Yes. It's a little early to get too into it, but basically as a teaser, next year, 2027, will be our 20-year anniversary of A Lesson in Romantics. So we will definitely be doing things to celebrate that, and I think we have a lot of ideas that I'm personally really excited about. So yeah, as far as, some new music and as far as live stuff, like, we got a lot planned. It's going to be a busy year, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm excited. So that means we have to sit back down when you're back here celebrating.
Absolutely.
And then I will have to talk about it then as well.
For sure. 100%. Yeah, sounds great.
Thank you so much for your time today, Derek.
Yeah, thank you.
And can't wait to see you perform later.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Mayday. Cannot wait.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks.